Welcome to the part 2 of creating Apple UI animations inside After Effects. Make sure to stick around till the end so you can create those scenes, or the assets are in the link in the description below, and let's dive in. First you're gonna look for this Siri UI, so just type Siri UI GIF, then go to images, then you can find something similar like this one or this one here. I'm just gonna use this one, so just save it. This one we're gonna create it from zero. This Apple Calendar UI, so you just type Apple Calendar UI. Then we're gonna go to this Figma file. I always prefer using Figma files as Figma has the best quality possible. So as you see here, this is our scene. Just gonna customize it later. So select this screen or the dark one, choose the one that you wanna use. Then go to export and make sure to check export here so it's the highest quality possible, and then press export here. And the last thing you're gonna search for is this Apple iOS gallery. You might find something that looks better, but I've said it before, I did find something cool, so I'm just gonna do this breaks PSD file that I found in one of his videos. It has the highest quality possible and you can edit it, so we're just gonna use it. And with that being said, let's dive in. So first of all, we're gonna start by creating this scene. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna add our solid layer. Let's add fill effect and change the color to black. Then move it here. Then we're gonna add this gradient background. I have downloaded it already, so I'm just gonna drag and drop it. Let's change the opacity. Let's scale it a bit. Now we're gonna add this Siri UI GIF. So I'm just gonna drop this GIF here, scale it a bit and move it down. We need to move these dark backgrounds out. Let's add linear color key effect. And from this pick, let's pick the black color. Now let's adjust it a bit. Now we're gonna make this racing path or car racing scene. Select this ellipse tool here. Make sure to uncheck the fill and increase the stroke to something around 200. Then draw a circle right here. Then what we're gonna do, we're gonna duplicate it and go here and type dashes. Then select this plus icon here and increase the bit, and then make sure to change the color to red. Now we're gonna duplicate the first shape layer, then we're gonna move it up, then just change the stroke color to gray and decrease the stroke. Then we're gonna duplicate it again and change the stroke color to that green and decrease the stroke. We need to add this arrow, so I have it as PNG, so I'm just gonna add it. Here is it. So let's just scale it a bit, and we need to change the color of it, so add the fill effect. Select white here. Then we're gonna move it like this and position it here. Then we need to add this light or highlight effect. So how we gonna make it? Let's duplicate that arrow, select the bottom one and add light burst effect. Then move this center point something around here in front of the arrow, and let's add the drop shadow effect and decrease it a bit to make it more realistic. You can play with it as you want. Now as you see here, it's like moving, so we're gonna add null layer. We're gonna select all these racing path layers and link them to that null object. Then hit R on keyboard to open the rotation of bit and type 2 here. Select both of them, ease them and copy this graph. Then we're gonna select both arrows layer, or select the bottom one and link it to the first one. Then open P for position and move it here. Press R to open the rotation tool. At the keyframe, move it to the beginning and rotate it a bit. Then hit G in keyboard or select the pen tool here and draw this curve here. Select both keyframes and ease them. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna select all layers and pre-compose them. Then select the 3D here. Then you're gonna rotate it. And we're gonna scale it a bit. Then you're gonna select the rectangle tool and check the fill. Then draw a square here. Then we're gonna increase the roundness here. And change the color to gray. Then move it down. We're gonna duplicate it and
make sure to check classic 3D here, and we're gonna link this path with one of those shape layers, so it will be shown only through that shape layer. Then we can adjust it as you want.
Then make sure to uncheck motion blur in all layers here. Then we're gonna select this shape layer and we're gonna add stroke to it and make it white. Then go here, content, stroke, and decrease the opacity. Another thing we're gonna do, we're gonna add this feather effect. So select it, select this invisible shape layer and add Gaussian blur effect to it and decrease it a bit. If you didn't see anything, just scale it a bit down and then check this option here. Now this looks cool. Now we're gonna make this cool UI box and with the text layer. So select the rectangle tool and check the stroke here and draw a shape like this. Then we're gonna duplicate it and check this adjustment option here and go to the first shape and increase the roundness. Then we're gonna link that adjustment layer with that shape layer. As you see now, we can't see anything, so we're just gonna add fast box blur effect to it and increase the value a bit here. Now we have this UI box effect. We can add extra step by adding gradient wrap effect and position it like this and change the blending mode to overlay. Next we're gonna add this text. Then we're gonna select all of these 3 layers and duplicate them, move them up and move them down here. We're gonna scale it a bit, so make sure to link that adjustment shape layer with that shape layer. Then we're gonna scale it. Move this text here. And we're gonna add this fire emoji. I will put it with the assets in the link down below. Just position it like this here. Now we need to make this gradient orange looks here for the fire. So select this adjustment shape layer, change that black color to orange and move it here. Then move this second point here. Now if you move them a bit up here, you can see this looks better. Now we're just gonna position this race scene, so select all layers, pre-compose them, check this mark here and move it up here. Now we're gonna move the next scene, which is this UI calendar. So how are we gonna make it? I'm just gonna make it in new comp. So make sure it's 1080 by 1920. Then we're gonna add the UI calendar Next up, we're gonna scale it a bit and move it down here. Then you're gonna select the rectangle tool, zoom a bit here, and select phone UI here. Duplicate touch shape here and select here and move it down. Then we're gonna do the same. As you see here, I removed this one, so I'm just gonna draw shape layer around it and change the color to white. Then we're gonna add solid layer and move it down. Change the color to this white. Then we're gonna add this highlight box, so rectangle shape tool and draw shape like this. Then change the color to yellow. Change the blending mode to multiply and decrease the opacity a bit. Then we're gonna increase the roundness a bit. But here there is a trick, so when we decrease the roundness and let's say we're gonna scale it, so when you scale it, as you see here, it's stressed or it will look like this, and this is bad. So how are we gonna fix it? We're gonna reset the roundness and we're gonna add a roughen edge effect, and you're gonna change here to cut and increase the border here. Then make sure this edge sharpness is 10 and decrease this to 0. The good thing, when we scale it, it didn't stretch out, so you can animate it easily. Let's make it something around 50, and you can save it as a custom preset by selecting it and go to animation, save it and rename it. So I'm just gonna add it as preset here. Cool. Then you're gonna add this dark line here, so we're just gonna duplicate it and move the anchor point to the left and scale it a bit and remove this or change it to 3 or 5 and let's make it a bit darker. Then you're gonna add this text here. Then you're gonna add this rocket. I have it as PNG, so I'm just gonna leave it with the assets file, then link down below. You can add typewriter effect to it, and when it comes here, we're gonna add scale to that rocket. Then, as usual, we're gonna add bouncing effect. So select it and select selected here, and press bounce it. We have these circles here popping up, so we're just gonna add them manually. Select the ellipse tool and draw a circle here, move it here and change the color to this red and change the blending mode to multiply times or 3 times. Then we're gonna move the last circle to here, select them all and press this button, so it will align them automatically. And lastly, we're gonna add this slide in animation for each UI part, so select them all and move 10 keyframes, press P to open the position, add a position here. You're just gonna remember to link that shape layer that we hide it. You're gonna link it with this here, then move to the beginning, and then we're gonna move this down here. You're gonna move this down too. You can move this upward here and this up here. Select them all and press bounce it. Selecting it and then, as you see here, you can decrease this one more, 2 more, and we need to move this white background, so add the linear color key and select white, then copy this effect and paste it for all other layers. You're gonna select this circles here, move 10 keyframes, add scale keyframe, then scale them down to 0, all of them. Then add the bounce effect. Then select them all, go to motion tools, plugin, and make sure to selecting these icons here and the offset set to 2 and step to 1, then press sequence 2 or 3 times. Nice. I'm just gonna link them with this shape layer, so and you can move them here. We're gonna increase the decay value here. Then we're gonna link all these layers with this part of the UI. We're just gonna move in the timeline and add this circle pop out, so then move text and the rocket here, and we're gonna link this one with this big shape yellow layer. We're gonna move the anchor point to the top here, let's position it again, and come here and at scale at the beginning and check the link here and scale it to 0. Ease them and nice. Next up, for the last scene, we have this yellow shape layer transforming and scaling and moving to the center, and this image be shown through him. So you're gonna move here to this point and you're gonna select it. Then you're gonna press P and S to open the position and scale, and add 2 keyframes, move a bit further on the timeline and scale it. Then you can position it at the meter here. Select both keyframes and ease them. You can copy this graph. Then before it scales fully, we're gonna remove these icons from the scene. Just fade out, so we're gonna add a white solid layer and we're gonna move this yellow to the shape layer to the top. Then we're gonna add fade in to that solid. You can change the fade out to 0 and the fade in to 10. Move it in the middle here between those 2 keyframes. We still need to move this bit here, and maybe you can animate the roundness. So put the keyframe here, move it to the beginning and increase it when it comes here, just like that. Then what we're gonna do, we're gonna duplicate it and hide it. Then we're gonna add this image of this guy. You can just find it with the asset in the link down below. Get it a bit here and track mount it with that hidden shape layers. You see this white yellow, we're just gonna increase the opacity. Then we're gonna duplicate this fade in out effects and paste it to the image. Continuing to the last scene, we're gonna add those iOS gallery items. So I'm just gonna drag and drop this PSD file. Make sure to select composition and this option and press OK. Scale it a bit down. Then you're gonna remove part here, so here is it, so we're gonna hide it. You can remove this to the, now we're just gonna animate them, so move 10 or 20 keyframe. You can remove this, move 20 keyframes, hit P for the position, make a keyframe, move to the beginning and just slide them in. Then select all keyframes and let's add the bounce animation. Let's see how it looks. Let's move it down here. Then as you see here, we have this guy cut out, and with dark background, so we're just gonna cut it using the website remove background. Then we're gonna add it again. Let's scale it so it matches that previous image. Then we're gonna track matte it through that same shape layer. Then we're gonna go to the first. We're gonna copy the fade in out effect. Go to the first image and add tint effect to it. We can add the curve layer. Then we have cool effects, so if you have a light, you can use Shadow Studio plugin. If not, you can just add a bevel and emboss effect from lifestyle here and play with these settings a bit. I'm just gonna use this fade effect. Here, as you see, this guy is scale and move to the right, so we're just gonna link that layer with this one. And it comes here at position and scale, move it and scale them and move it. Ease them and copy this graph. Add text. Then we're gonna add this animation text effect, so I have it as preset. We try to put it with the asset and the description down below, so I'm just gonna apply it for all text layers. Then here we're gonna move to the right and add this text with that emoji. So add position keyframes here, move to the left or to the right. Make sure to link those first text layers with that image. Then you're gonna add a new text, or we're just gonna copy this one, move them to the top and move it right here. Here you're gonna change the color to red. Then you're gonna duplicate it and change the text. I will make sure to add all the fonts and the text preset in the link down below. Then we have this emoji, so I have it already, so I'm just gonna add it. So you're gonna add it here and move it down. And you see a linear wipe effect, and make those settings to add this feather effect. Just adjust this a bit. When you finish editing, make sure to select the motion blur. Let's see how it looks now. It's a bit fast, so I'm just gonna increase the time of the animation a bit. Nice. Let's go back to the first scene here. We're gonna animate this Siri button, so add the position keyframes and easy those keyframes, and we can copy this graph. Then we're gonna add fade in out effect to this. Let's make it something around 7. We're gonna copy it and add it to the gradient and to this comp. Here let's go to this comp and let's select this and track map it with dot hiding shape layers. Move the keyframe at scale and scale it down. Then add bounce effect. Then select both of them and link them to that shape layer. We're gonna animate just those text and shape layers. Here, let's add typewriter effect. Let's add it here again. Select this shape layer, add scale and scale it down to 0. Add bouncing effect to it. Do the same for this one. Make sure to link this with that shape layer and link this with that shape layer. Let's link the text layer too. Just gonna remove this and add scale effect to it. Scale keyframes, move here and make it 0. Wait, we have an issue here. This animation is hidden. So just uncheck this raster size option here. Then we're gonna add the previous or the last animation. Or if you want it to like fade in the scene, just add the fade in and out effect to it. and make it 6 or 7. When you end up, just check the motion blur and see how it looks now. Now we end up with the part 2 of this animation, so stay tuned for the next part, and that being said, peace out.